So Legacy is an organization that's meant to instill the entrepreneurial spirit into the student body. And it's meant to do that through a series of activities throughout the year, through conferences, workshops, basically just connecting with people with different businesses within the community here in Ottawa, whether it's art, technical, or really anything related to creating something for yourself. When I first started Legacy, there were no real entrepreneurial initiatives happening in Ottawa other than Oakry, and that was still not as established as Invest Ottawa is established right now. Entrepreneurship was still a scary concept for students, business students, engineers and whatnot. You would not find an engineer who would tell you, oh, I want to start my own thing. I want to start this own project. It was actually something foreign, it was something scary. It was scary to me too, until I met all these entrepreneurs. So between then, which was 2010, and now, it has changed dramatically. Invest Ottawa, they have become so mature in their processes. When I started my own projects as well after Legacy, we're still figuring things out. Invest Ottawa was still figuring things out. Other organizations were still figuring things out, but now you would actually see more startups coming out of university getting funding right away. Gym Track just got a couple of $1 million in funding. Spoonity got a couple of $1 million in clients, right? So you would just see that the support, the infrastructure for entrepreneurship now is a lot better, a lot more mature, and there's more process towards it. And a proof of that is that you see more early stage startups becoming successful faster. I guess the second point that I want to talk about was that you really go as far as your team goes. I would not have achieved what I've done without an all-star cast that I had. You get to know yourself better than anybody. You know what you can and cannot do. So you always have to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, especially in the tasks that you can't do. So I was lucky enough to have friends who were really good at what they did. And honestly, without them, it would not have been half as good as what it is. You can spend 2 years building the perfect business plan, but I promise you, the moment you talk to your first client, you're going to throw that away. So be lean. A lot of people are hesitant to share their ideas thinking somebody else is going to steal it from you. But to be honest, you're the one who's passionate about that idea. That person has his own life. The chances of him doing something remotely close to what you want to do is very slim to none. So feel free to share your ideas with the right people. Get out there, and the more you talk about it, the more you refine your idea, the more you get feedback. And honestly, just get started. Like stop contemplating I'm going to do this, after that. No, just get started right now. In regards to social entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship in general, there's a lot of really good organizations here in Ottawa that you should get connected to. So Invest Ottawa is phenomenal with that. There's Hub Ottawa that's more focused on social entrepreneurship. The university has entrepreneurship departments as well. There are a lot of different funding opportunities from within university and from within Ontario. Once you speak to some of those organizations, they can all direct you to the right places.